What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com, and today I'm super excited. As you guys can see, I've got in the HTC U Ultra. Now I ordered this off of eBay, as you guys can probably see from the yellow tag right there in the top left corner. This is the Taiwanese model. Obviously the US models, people who ordered them from the US website for HTC, they won't be receiving theirs until the middle of March. We got it here at the end of February, so I'm glad to be one of the first people to bring you one of the reviews. Now my good friend Michael Fisher, Mr. Mobile, he's the man. He already put up a review of this. I encourage you to go check it out. I'll link it below. This is going to be my unboxing of the phone. Now the HTC Ultra, you can see the specs here right on the back. I'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Qualcomm Snapdragon 821, 12 megapixel with an f1.8 camera right there. Ultra Pixel 2. You've got laser autofocus as well. HTC U Sonic, we'll get into that in a bit. Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. Of course, you can see right there, you've got the 5.7-inch Quad HD phone. You've got the micro SD up to max 2 terabytes. Dual SIM, this is nano SIM. Of course, we got a fingerprint scanner, the HTC boom sound, and of course, NFC, 4G LTE, high-res audio. Now, this does have the correct bands to be used in the US, so if you do want to order one off eBay early, I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out. This one cost me quite a bit because I ordered it as soon as they went up. I paid about a little over 800 bucks for this, but actually, if you look at the price for the phone on the US website, it's 750 bucks plus tax. So if you get it from HTC on the US website, you're actually going to pay around the same price after you include tax. So there's the box. It's got a pretty nice little fancy outline of the phone on the front. It's a new look from HTC, not what we've seen in the past. This is the Sapphire blue color, as you guys might have seen on the outside of the box. So let me go ahead and take the phone out. There it is. Set that to the side. Let me go ahead and pop the bottom off here and see what else we get on the inside. So we have a case, looks like right here. HTC gave us a free case. As usual with most manufacturer cases, let me get the plastic off of it really quick. With most manufacturer cases, just like you guys saw with the Mate 9 that I did about a few weeks ago, the case is not that great. In this case, it's actually a hard case, so it's actually a little better quality than the one that Huawei gave me with the Mate 9. I'll throw it in there for now, but I'm going to try to order some other cases. As soon as some of my favorite manufacturers make cases for this phone, I'll pick some of them up. That might not happen until the US launch though, so it might be a little while. They gave us a cleaning cloth here, microfiber cloth. I have so many of those, so I'll put that to the side. You've got some books, of course, as you can see right here. Nano SIM, safety guide, limited warranty statement. What else we got? Some more information. This looks like some regulatory information. And you've got an HTC SIM tool there, right there with the HTC branding. I already have a bunch of those, so I'm not going to take that out. We have a charging brick here. Of course, I'm not going to be able to use it because, as I mentioned, this is the international model. I will be able to use the USB-C charging cable. The international power brick with Qualcomm 3.0 quick charge. You've got some ear tips, and I believe what fell on the ground, which I can't quite get to, are the headphones. So let me actually go ahead and grab those and I'll show you guys the headphones as well. All right, so here are the HTC U Sonic Earbuds, as you guys can see. I went ahead and took those out. I dropped them on the ground, so I had to bend down to grab those real quick. You can see what they look like. They've got a couple of the ear tips already there, so they're going to get a couple different sizes of the ear tips. I am curious to check these out. So you got the HTC branding right there, some little metallic with a little bit of laser inscribed HTC branding. These do look pretty nice, so I'm really excited to test these out in the review. I'll let you guys know about the quality. Again, you get the small, medium, and large tips. I'm going to assume the medium ear tips are installed by default. So we'll check that out in the full review as well. Definitely excited to see how those perform in terms of the overall audio quality, especially with that hi-fi audio that the HTC U Ultra has. So that's everything that's in the box. Let me go ahead and put the box to the side, get the whole packaging off the table. And let's look at the, of course, main attraction here, and that is the phone itself. We got some plastic, which we can peel off. And that's going to reveal the beautiful candy-colored sapphire blue HTC U Ultra. Now I will tell you, this is a beautiful blue in person. Just a beautiful blue. If I can catch that on camera, get a nice little shot of the blue all the way around the phone. Very, very beautiful phone. Candy colored blue. Just gives it a different feel and look than any of the other blues I've seen. The closest blue to this one, I guess, would probably be either the one on the Galaxy S6 Edge, which was a bluish black color, or the one on the Honor, but both of those are a little bit darker. Around front, of course, you got the fingerprint scanner. You do have your QHD 5.7-inch display. You've also got the secondary screen. I'm going to go ahead and fire this up. You've got a textured power button right here on the side, as you guys can see, as well as the volume rocker. Go ahead and fire it up. This phone feels really good in the hand. We do have some battery power right out of the box. And on the back, of course, you can see that beautiful 12 megapixel f1.8 shooter you've got on the back of the phone, and some regulatory information on the very bottom. On the very bottom of the phone here, your USB-C charging port, as well as, of course, your boom sound right here. Overall, this phone looks beautiful, and I'm really excited to test it out. So I'm going to go ahead and boot this up, put some of my information in. I'll come back and give you guys a quick software tour and see if there's anything else on the outside of the phone that I can mention. We're going to go ahead and do the fingerprint setup process here. Just going to see how quickly we can set this up. And as you can see right here, a little bit slower than the other fingerprint sensors I've done. Let me try to capture as much of my finger as I can. Kind of difficult to set it up from behind the camera. And there you go. So I'm going to add one for now. I'll add a couple more of them later. So I don't want any popular apps. So it's asking me if I want some apps. I don't really want eBay or Wish shopping right now. So I'm just going to finish. The setup for the most part, pretty standard. Everything else I didn't show other than the fingerprint scanner, because everything else is pretty much the same as you would expect it on any other Android phone. Fingerprint scanner seems pretty good. It was a little bit slower than the setup on other phones that I've seen in the past. As you guys can see here at the very top, we got the dual display. It says tap here to learn more. And so it tells us with the secondary display, you can see and access what matters to you most, such as weather, frequently used apps, favorite contacts, and more, even without using the main display, kind of like the LG V20. It says, let's start. HT Sense Companion is your assistant that learns about you, so it can give you timely and relevant suggestions. Interact with this app right from the secondary display. All right? The main display is great for regular day-to-day activities, while the secondary display is perfect for fast, convenient access to things you use most. As you guys can see there, it looks like I'm getting a software update out of the box. Get in touch with your favorite contacts, open your favorite apps, see upcoming events, and more. Let's go to the settings really quick and see what we can customize. It says swipe left or right to navigate this display. So at the very top, as you can see, got my calendar, contacts, music. It looks like we can add up here some time, weather. That's the weather for various times. You've got your apps that you can customize there, shortcuts, reminders, and then back to the calendar. So it says activate when the main display is on, activate when it's off. I don't like that option, so I'm going to turn it off for now. I'll give a full review of this when I do my 24-hour impressions, and I'll get even further in depth in my full review. Of course, this is very similar to the secondary screen that we have on the LG V20. So of course, I will do an in-depth comparison between this secondary screen, the usability of it, and the one on the V20. So for now, I'm going to install the update later because I want to continue showing you guys some things. I'll tell it to remind me to install in 30 minutes, and that's fine when I get done with the video. All right, so let's take a look at a quick software tour. You've got the beautiful sapphire blue wallpaper there. You can see pretty familiar vertical app drawer from HTC. Let's go ahead into the settings really quick. You can see the drop-down menu, very close to stock, just like on the HTC 10. Let's check out the About phone and see what we're running here. Let's check out the various software information. So let's go right in there. We're running Android 7.0, of course, with Sense on top. We've got the Android security patch from January. Let's take a look at any other information. There's the build number I'm running. As you guys saw, I have an update incoming, so I'll update you on the performance once we get that update. Overall, seems very snappy, but of course, I haven't updated with any of my apps or anything. I didn't install any apps from the Play Store. Out of the box, this international model looks like all you get are the Google apps. You've got the Google Create apps, Play Store. You've got the HTC themes, of course, but I don't really see any other bloatware. You guys saw that it gave me the option to install various apps when I was doing the setup process. Oh, you've got Viveport. but that's of course another HTC app. I don't see much else. You got right there, you guys can see at the very bottom, the KK Box app. You've got the Under Armour Record app there. So a few things that are not Google, but really nothing I would call bloatware out of the box. So overall, seems really nice. Software seems snappy. Of course, I'll be checking out the camera in the full review as well. You guys let me know what else you want to know. If we take a look at the actual build quality of the device, overall you can see that the back has this glossy look to it. Around the sides you can see that it's actually got a matte finish, so it's kind of hard to pick up on camera, but the glossiness doesn't go all the way around the device. You've got a matte finish in the blue there, and then as you go around back, you've got that glossy finish. As you can already see, it's going to pick up some fingerprints, so I'll have to see how bad those fingerprints are in the 24-hour impressions video, and I will let you guys know. So before I go, as you guys know when I do an unboxing, I like to give a quick size comparison. So if you're interested in the HTC U Ultra, you can see how it compares to other popular phones. The first one, the iPhone 7 Plus right here in jet black. The HTC U Ultra side by side. It is a taller phone, which is surprising because the iPhone is very large. The HTC U Ultra is also a little bit thicker. It does feel like a pretty big phone in hand, so that might be a problem for some people. It kind of feels similar to the LG V20 actually when I think about it, which makes a lot of sense since they both have that secondary display. Here's a side-by-side with the Google Pixel XL. It's also taller, maybe around the same thickness. The Pixel might be a little bit thicker, as you can see. In terms of the width, of course, the Ultra is also going to be a little bit wider. The Huawei Mate 9, which is my other big phone that I've been using as a daily, you can see it's taller than the Mate 9, even though it doesn't have as big of a screen for the main screen. But that secondary screen, of course, is something to consider. And if you look at the actual width of the two phones, they're pretty similar in width. There's nothing really too different between the two. And then lastly, the Galaxy S7 Edge, which is a 5.5-inch phone. So of course it's much smaller. One of the most pocketable 5.5-inch phones I've ever used. The HTC U Ultra is just much, much bigger than the Galaxy S7 Edge. So overall, this is a very large phone. I do like the feel in hand. I love the look of the phone. It's definitely a head-turning phone with that blue, the way it hits the light. You're going to definitely get a lot of questions about this phone. I'll have some 24-hour impressions. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to know about this phone. As you can see, I am picking up 4G on T-Mobile. So I will test my AT&T SIM card as well, make sure that it works. But it does have all the correct bands, so you should have no issues if you decide to import one of these from Taiwan. All right, guys, so that is my full unboxing size comparisons of the HTC U Ultra in the Sapphire Blue. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoy my content. Drop a comment below with what you want to know about this phone. You can find me at dopetechdaily.com, Instagram, Twitter, and Google+, with the links in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.